Is it how you're handling your responsive images? If it is, you need to stop it today. Before I tell you the correct way of handling responsive images, let me show you the main problems with this approach. First, there's a problem of maintainability of the code. If you have 3 images like this, the places where you set these images to hide and show will be positioned in different parts of the code. This is going to kill your productivity and it can generate a lot of rework. But to be honest, this is not even the biggest problem. Let's see the performance issues we have with that approach. If you go to the Network tab and refresh the page, you will see that even though we are seeing the mobile view, all of the images were downloaded by the browser. And this is going to slow down the performance of your website. If we run a page speed insights report in this page, we will see this problem being highlighted right here. So let's fix that using the HTML5 picture element. So I'm going to comment this code and let's do it the right way. So let's create a picture element from HTML5. Inside, we are going to have an image, which is going to be the fallback image. So in this case, we are going to use the desktop one. Now we are going to add the sources, which will work like media queries. So if we go back to the CSS file, we can see that for mobile devices, we had 576 pixels. So let's create a source element. Now instead of using min width, let's use max width and let's use the measurement for that breakpoint. So every screen dimension that is up to 576 pixels will use the mobile image. Now let's get the breakpoint for tablet. We can see we had 960 pixels. And this is going to be the tablet version. Now we don't need to control anything from the CSS, so we can go ahead and remove those lines of code. And going back to the web browser, we can see that the images are changing correctly. And if we refresh the page, we can see that on page load, only one image is being downloaded, which is for the current screen dimension. If we resize the page, we will see the other images being downloaded on demand. So right here, we can see that the tablet image has been downloaded only when needed. And this can drastically improve the performance of your website. Now, one last thing I want to mention before we finish is that the order in which you position your source elements matter. So if we reverse the order, this is not going to work correctly, because as soon as we fall into any condition, we ignore the rest below. So in this case, if we were in a mobile device around 480 pixels, we would fall into the category of tablet. So we would stop here and ignore the rest. That's why if you use max width, always start with the smallest screen dimension first. Now don't forget to erase your commented blocks of code, and this is how you work with responsive images with the HTML5 picture element. I hope this video was useful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Web Schools to view more videos like this. So I'll see you next time.